Welcome! We welcome you to our museum, which is Southeast Asian fashion and native beauty theme. So, what are we waiting for? Let's enter the museum. So, this is the lobby one, and this is the lobby two. So, let's go and travel to Brunei. So, as you can see, the painting has a clear visual element seen in this art and does not represent an external reality, but its meaning is sought throughout the use of shapes, forms, colors, and textures. This artwork represents the people of Brunei by creating an image out of a simple shape, which is distinctly exhibited by Baju Karung, a long tunic over a long skirt, and Baju Melau, a simple black hat and a folded scarf. These shapes are tinted with colors that represent their flags, signifying the Sultan, chief minister, ruler, and faith in the country. So let us proceed to the next part, which is the meaning of this beautiful painting. So, since Brunei is a Muslim country, 82% of the population consists of Muslims. The digital painting elaborate the religion, and the Muslim woman must hide their beauty from the gaze of men in order to protect them from being objectified, but does not mean that the cloth will take away their beauty. Rather, it would give them the beauty that they deserve. Despite of the purpose of hiding, the hijab is the painting that help emphasizes the facial features of the Muslim, and their beauty is highlighted rather than hidden. Okay, let's travel across Laos. So as you can see in this painting, in Laos women, they are considered as the mother of the nation. That's why they are expected to look gorgeous. Since can be worn casually with simple and few decorations, but when it's worn, it should be a formal attire, and Lao women will coil their hair into a bun, wear colorful scarves, blouse, silk jewelry, and skirt. As portrayed in the painting, the Lao woman is prepared to go to a formal Lao ceremony. So the next painting, this artwork is a visual portrait of the traditional wear in the native Lao women that depict each scene woven is a work of art which reflect the skillful and handicraft technique and culture of Laotians. It is a part of their daily lives, and the painting show their beauty and does not need extravagant jewelry, clothing, and makeup for the beauty to be shown. Okay, let's proceed to Myanmar. Longi is weaved by hand. As a result, the pattern are more simply work of art. They are linked with Myanmar's history. Women's longi, haitamen, often have a vivid, diverse pattern. It has a black band around the waist and can only be worn in one way, while the Burmese men wear a longi with plain checked or striped pattern and folding their longi up to wear it like a short. The next picture is a Kayan woman of Myanmar, Burma practice an especially extreme form of female modification by wearing a brass coil around their neck to make them appear slender and elongated. In reality, the neck is not lengthened. The collarbone is deformed and pushed by the coil and ultimately compressing the rib cage. It is unclear how the tradition started. However, nowadays, Kayan women use it to preserve the cultural identity and symbolizes beauty. So let's proceed to Cambodia. As you can see, females in the middle and upper classes were the users of this sampot. These garments are composed of high quality fabrics and decorated with a variety of design that reflect the status of the wearers, such as floral or graphic sinking theme. Sampot Chang Ben is now worn by all Cambodian ladies during the festivals or special events. Cambodian people have adopted the beauty standard since the Cushions have been given greater advantage in the society because of their white skin that indicates its power, riches, and prestige, and the darker skinned individual are less or lower rank because they are much labor than the sun to get the darker complexion, such as the farmers or the laborers. So let's go to Indonesia. So the analysis of the painting has the connection of Majapahit Kingdom invasion of Bali in the late 14th century. The Balian art emerged from the labor of artisans of Majapahit's kingdom. So as you can see, the analysis of the painting has a connection of Trubus because it was slain and purchased followed the failed communist takeover in September 1966 when hundreds of thousands of Indonesians were slaughtered of being suspected as a communist sympathizers of Java and Bali. Meaning the narrative of the painting showcases the native beauty of Indonesians, which they have a small structure and light to dark pigmentation, thick, smooth black hair, broad head shape, and a wide nose, and have a large lips as their physical appearance. Let's proceed to Malaysia. The historical background of Malaysians has a contemporary art in decades and this have no definitive date for when Malaysia's contemporary art began. This contemporary art gained hold of 1920s according to some studies when painters like Yo Chow and Abu Dal began exhibiting their work. This showcased the national costume of Malaysia that has an outstanding pattern in their buttons as you can see. So as you can see they are connected since many themes on the clothing symbolizes other civilization and beliefs. Aspirations are inspired of all the diverse culture we can see in their attire, whether it's even Chinese, Malay, or Indians. So the meaning of the artwork shows the native beauty of Malaysian, which has a typical physical characteristic of Malay people with a medium height, brown skin, dark eyes, flat nose, and straight black hair, which make them beautiful. Okay, let's travel to Vietnam. So as you can see, the fabric has a silk painting by a Vietnamese contemporary artist called Ma Tao Tao, and it holds a teacup and enjoys the company of a young girl. The Vietnamese culture values serving tea as a sign of gentility and hospitality. So the second painting has a young woman with lilies, which is created by a Western realism Oriental sensibility, the lyrical innocent figure of a young woman in a white long skirt. As you can see, the young woman holds the lilies that shows the softness and the charm of the curve of a young woman and the rosy glow in her cheeks. Where to go next? Singapore. The subject of the painting has picture exhibit of Georgian Chen's knowledge and talent and a portrait painting in an outdoor landscape with a tropical setting which represent the regional style that intricate patterns on their batik clothing and headscarves and reflect their environment and the enthusiasm of the indigenous culture, the vendor family in the picture portrays a courteous, cheerful, and contented lifestyle. It also captures Chen's favorite theme of mother and child and emphasizes the warmth of the familiar relationship, which distinguishes Singaporeans for their inherited beauty and kindness. So the second painting, the subject of the painting has deeply rooted to connection of a painter of the artwork, which resemble the mood of the painting. Because of the woman's stiff and raw feelings, it radicates antique tragic vibe to it. The woman Chong Sam appeared to represent the Chinese intellectuals' appeal of democratic and democratic of society and Western principle, including the woman's emancipation of education. Singapore also adopted the significant dress style as a symbol of freedom, independence, and national identity. Johnson evolved into a more varied style comprised of the various civilizations combined in a new distinctive fashion. Let's travel to Thailand. As you can see, this painting is originally acrylic paint on canvas with a strong oak frame. The distinct specific embellishment of the painted over the woman outfit represents the province culture and style, while the Asian dancer in the painting attempts this traditional modern style dance known as the font. The lady also knotted her hair in a chiglin hair as ornament it in a symbol of magnificent golden hair piece. So this has a traumatic occurrence portrayed by disastrous and natural catastrophes and represent the countless trials of ties that they overcome. The goal of protecting the Mother Earth, which is the lady in the middle, is reached, sustained through the sense of unity and humanity. The ongoing effect on the various organizations of Red Cross disaster continues to motivate the people to volunteer the country. So that's all for the presentation. As you can see, we have the Philippines. Hello, let's travel to the Philippines. So as you can see the traditional clothes on the Philippines, and the scene depicts in the mestizo woman wearing the traje mestiza, also known as the Maria Clara dress, an aristocratic version of barat saya, top and skirt, and the mestizo man is dressed in full button-down barong Tagalog with a two vertical front strip of embroidery, with possibly one of the first documented examples of this style. As you can see the beauty of Filipina. Fernando Amarsolos created a famous oil canvas piece in 1920 named Palay Maiden, and Amarsoy idealized the piece with sunny and colorful depiction. Palay in Tagalog for grain, representing the Philippines' most important crop, and the maiden represent the beauty of a Filipina. So these are the people behind these beautiful artworks.